Plato's myth of the Androgyne is more than an ancient tale. It's a mirror reflecting our deepest desires, fears, and hopes. It speaks to the universal human experience, the longing for connection, the quest for wholeness, and the search for meaning in a fragmented world. From its vivid imagery to its profound insights, this story continues to challenge and inspire us, reminding us of the timeless nature of love and identity. As you reflect on this myth, consider your own journey. What are you seeking in your connections? How do your relationships shape the person you're becoming? Plato's words invite us not only to ponder these questions, but to embrace the beauty and complexity of the human experience. If this exploration of love and philosophy resonated with you, join us in keeping these timeless ideas alive. Like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more content that bridges the past and the present, offering fresh perspectives on life's most enduring questions. The myth of the Androgyne, though born in the ancient world, remains profoundly relevant to the modern human experience. In a world where ideas about love, identity, and relationships are constantly evolving, this timeless tale offers insights that feel as fresh today as they did in Plato's time. At its heart, the myth speaks to the concept of soulmates, the idea that somewhere out there exists a person who completes us. This notion continues to capture the imagination of countless people, reflected in everything from romantic poetry to Hollywood films. But the myth also challenges us to think beyond the romantic ideal. It suggests that love is not just about finding another person, but about rediscovering a lost part of ourselves. This resonates deeply with contemporary ideas of self-discovery and personal growth within relationships. Moreover, the myth's depiction of androgynous beings before their division feels strikingly relevant in today's discussions about the fluidity of identity. It reminds us that human connection transcends rigid definitions, encouraging us to see love and identity as dynamic, multifaceted experiences. Whether in friendships, romantic partnerships, or family bonds, the quest for connection remains a universal human endeavor. The enduring power of Plato's storytelling lies in its ability to provoke thought about these universal themes. The myth of the Androgyne isn't just a tale about love. It's a meditation on what it means to be human. It invites us to reflect on our own lives, to ask, what do we truly seek in others? How do our connections shape who we are? In a world that often feels fragmented, Plato's myth offers a sense of continuity. It reminds us that our struggles, our yearnings, and our joys are part of a timeless story, a story that unites us with those who came before and those who will come after. In that realization lies a quiet, enduring awe. The myth of the Androgyne is more than just a story. It is a profound exploration of what it means to be human. At its core, this myth speaks to the deep, universal yearning for connection, a longing that resonates with each of us in some way. It paints love not as a fleeting emotion, but as a quest for unity, for rediscovering a part of ourselves that feels lost. The androgynous beings, in their original state, symbolize completeness and harmony. Their dual nature suggests a balance of opposites, masculine and feminine, strength and tenderness, body and soul. When Zeus splits them, this wholeness is shattered, leaving each half incomplete. In this way, the myth mirrors the human experience of incompleteness. We all carry within us an innate sense that something is missing, a feeling that drives our relationships, our ambitions, and our search for meaning. Love, as depicted in this myth, is the force that bridges this gap. It is not merely about attraction or companionship, it is about healing a fundamental fracture in our being. When two souls connect deeply, it feels as if something ancient and sacred has been restored. This is why love can feel so transformative. It offers a glimpse of wholeness, a return to the unity we yearn for. But the myth also carries a deeper existential question. Can we ever truly be whole? While finding our other half may bring profound joy, the story reminds us that perfect completeness is elusive. Even in the most loving relationships, there remains a part of us that seeks, that questions, that strives. Perhaps this is the beauty of the human condition. Our incompleteness drives us to grow, to connect, to create. For modern audiences, the myth of the androgyne invites reflection. It asks us to consider what we seek in love and relationships. Is it validation, companionship, or something more transcendent? It also challenges us to think about identity. Are we defined by our halves, our roles, our connections, or by the way we navigate the spaces between? Ultimately, this myth is a reminder that love, in all its forms, is not just about finding another person. It is about the journey toward understanding ourselves, embracing our imperfections, and seeking connection in a fragmented world. In that search, perhaps we come closest to the divine harmony Plato's myth so beautifully imagines. Long ago, before humans walked the earth as we know them, they were beings of incredible power and majesty, unlike anything we can imagine today. These original humans were androgynous, their bodies perfectly spherical, with two faces gazing outward from a single head, 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 sets of everything that made them whole. They were complete in every sense, possessing a strength that rivaled even the gods. But it is said that this strength made them bold, too bold. Drunk on their own power, these beings dared to challenge the gods themselves. Furious yet cunning, Zeus, the king of the gods, devised a punishment that was both cruel and ingenious. He would diminish their strength, not by striking them down, but by splitting them in half. With a mighty strike of his thunderbolt, Zeus cleaved each being in 2, severing their wholeness and scattering their halves across the earth. The aftermath was devastating. These newly halved beings were left incomplete, their once mighty forms reduced to fragile, yearning creatures. Each half wandered the earth, consumed by a deep, aching longing for their missing part. Their arms, now only 2, reached out into the void, searching. Their legs, no longer 4, carried them across endless landscapes in the hope of reunion. They sought not just love, but a profound sense of wholeness, of becoming complete once more. This myth tells of their sorrow, their yearning, and the joy that erupted when they found their other half. When 2 halves reunited, they would embrace with such fervor that it was as if the gods themselves had blessed their union. In that embrace, they would feel whole again, as though their soul torn apart by Zeus's decree had been mended. Love, in its truest form, was not just the bond between 2 people, but the divine drive to reclaim lost unity. Yet Zeus was not entirely without mercy. Seeing their pain, he allowed them one consolation, the ability to procreate, to hold and love one another, to forge bonds that could, for fleeting moments, recreate the wholeness they had lost. And so, the human quest for love was born, a journey to rediscover the other half of our souls. This myth, told by Aristophanes in Plato's Symposium, resonates through the ages. It speaks to the human condition, to the idea that love is not merely about desire, but about healing, unity, and the eternal search to become whole again. It reminds us that in every embrace, in every connection, we are striving to reclaim the divine harmony we once knew.